Hello students, we are going to learn about chapter 4 sorting materials into groups. In this chapter we learn about the sorting method and how we can sort the material on the basis of their properties. So we are going to learn about certain properties also. This is part 1 in which we learn about few properties, and in part 2 we learn about some other properties also. So student, what do you understand by sorting materials into groups? As you all know that in your day-to-day life, you require to sort out the material on the basis of their utility, on the basis of their properties. So, whatever we are in the need, according to our need, we are going to segregate the material. We are going to sort out the material. Just like you have seen, your mama is maintaining the kitchen. So, you are finding all edible things in the kitchen. So, this is all about according to the need, your mother has segregated all edible things and they are being kept at one place. Likewise, for the study, you also in the need to study at one place. You are keeping all the study material at one place, like pen, pencil, notebooks, books, everything you're segregating at and keeping at one place. So student, now we'll learn about certain properties of materials. There are certain properties of material which are to be learned by us in this chapter. The first property is appearance. Appearance is the property in which we are going to learn about how the object is looking like. Then the hardness, solubility, insolubility, transparency, all these properties. So let's learn about appearance. Appearance. So student, by seeing a particular object, you can identify whether it is lustrous or non-lustrous. Here I am going to show you certain objects, just like here is one of the object, like this is wood piece. Are you all able to see? Here in the wood piece, you're finding the surface of wood piece is non-lustrous kind of. It is not shining. So this object is non-lustrous. Likewise, other objects, if you have seen the gold, silver, jewelries also, you are finding they are looking like having a shining appearance or shine on their surface. Here, this is one of the objects made by the silver metal. Its surface, if you'll see, it is also shining. So this comes under the lustrous property of the material. Thank you. We'll learn about the next property of material, that is hardness. How we are going to judge the object whether it is hard or soft. So whenever we are going to touch or feel to the any object, like I'm having certain example, if I'm having I'm having a stone piece in my hand. If I'm going to compress it or press it, this object is I'm unable to compress it, means this is having the hard property of it. It is having the hardness, or it is hard object. If I'm taking a lump of cotton, see, I'm having a lump of cotton in my hand. If I'm going to compress it and press it by my finger, so I can easily compress it. You can see, and this is the soft object, soft material. So the object which can be easily compressed or stretched can be said them they are the soft material, and the material which cannot be easily compressed and cannot be easily stretched are comes under the hard material. Hope you all have enjoyed this, and will continue next properties in the second part of it. Thank you.